Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Play Supreme Ruler Ultimate episode number, I think it's 11, it might be 12. But anyways, it's the one after the last one, right? So we have all these empty research slots, and I was really digging through the research tree offline, like just racking my brain. What could we possibly want? This only takes 40 days. This one takes 44 days. These are actually... Oh, wait. Which one was it? This is 1026. This is the older version. So this is basically a really high urban attack tank. This is the highest urban attack tank you will see for a very long time. I actually don't know what will end up beating it. I mean, this is almost a higher urban attack rating until you get to like Green Berets, which is pretty insane. Very low maintenance. It's got decent... I mean, okay, soft attack, really it suffers, but it has pretty strong heart attack. Pretty high heart attack. Slightly lower than the M103, which we already have, but on the other hand, the Patton has an incredibly high defensive stat. So this is also just a very viable tank, and we're going to go ahead and research it, because we have the means to do it anyway. And I don't think I'm going to get the M50 Sherman Mark 1. 18 and 20 was that the one? Yeah, 17 and 20. 917, not going to say it, but it's, I'm actually partly researching it to see if it leads to an improvement. And I'm working on a little script. I'm really getting into like modding games lately. So I'm working on a script which will actually scan the unit directory, the unit list, and pull out for you which ones in the nation you're playing as need to be researched by unlocking other technologies. Anyways, okay, so we have this timber too high. I think I'm just going to ride this out. I'm going to let the high price decrease domestic demand, which will mean that the price isn't too high anymore. This, good. And then we have this, okay, Colombia has done something bad. We'll ignore that, but this is a historical event, which is kind of nice. Well, it's especially nice for your democracy. Demonstrations against the communist government in East Germany are growing. And we'll just say okay to that, because I still don't know if condemning it, or I want to support the protest, but I think if I hit support, it might actually be supporting the East German government. So because of the ambiguity, I don't want to take a side and accidentally take the wrong side. So we'll do nothing. We'll just acknowledge that those are happening, and it's a historical thing anyway, so it's not a very big deal. So now, what's the name of the game? The game is let this clock progression happen as fast as possible. And hopefully soon. Look at, the good news is, oh shoot, this is one thing I forgot to do off camera, is buy more stuff. So I think we want some more transports. How many? Oh, we have 20. Oh, I definitely got a lot of those. That's good. I just want to pick up some of these other ones, some of those other things that I don't have that many of right now. 20 at 23. 20 at 19. Okay, so this is slightly better. It's 3 million. This one costs 4 million. Okay, please explain to me. 20 at 19, 28. 18.8. Okay, much lower other stats, but the actual air attack, medium, high. Okay, well, you won yourself the bid just by showing me high reaction time. So let's go ahead and produce a few more of these. I think we'll get, that's 14. Let's get 6 more. We'll get a total of 20 more. That's actually quite a lot. We don't really need that many. Okay. Whatever. They're already building. It's fine. We can just delete them later. Yeah, sure. We'll take your trade offer. Let's go up to artillery. Now, actually, this is a good place for us to invest. Despite the fact that these are just really good units. 24 and 17. That we won't see the likes of this for a very long time. There. That should be perfect. We got a research tech. This is unit design. This is B25, B52, B25. I'm not dyslexic, but I read that as if I were. Cuba is, well, Cuba's doing okay. Look at that. They kind of like us, so we'll go ahead and say okay to that. This is more rubber, probably. And rubber, I think we're doing okay on. Yep. Well, 500,000. I mean, it's getting down there. No time like the present to go pick up another trade deal with the UK. And they have a ton. My God. Let's ask for this much in a lump sum. And then go back and ask for just like quite a lot, I would say. That's probably a little too much though. Yeah, we don't want that. Okay, there. We want 10,000 a day. I mean, even that is kind of a lot. We'll do this. Wait. This is per 90 day. I feel like this is not... Am I reading this right? This is per 90 days, right? Huh. I'm doing agriculture. My goodness. Clear the deals. Boy, something seemed wrong. Let's do 90 days. Let me pause while we get the technology worked out. Alright, now this makes more sense. Okay, good. We completed a whole bunch of those oh my God, they're already finishing. My goodness, that was quick. And the M1A1, yeah. Well, it's a quite a good unit. Let's see what we got here. Unit design, the 10. Okay, so we got all kinds of stuff we got to start adding to the queue. Let's just try to do it this way. Air launch. Which one's the new one? Okay, the one where we don't have is the new one. Let's get a bunch of these. And by a bunch I mean 20. They do cost. Yeah, actually the worst thing about them is the fact that they cost. Wait, I wanted 20, not 21. Uranium. Precious uranium, which is extremely cheap right now. Doesn't matter at all, but eventually it won't. As in, it won't be so cheap. It will matter. Okay, that one. This is very good as well. We'll take it. And is this the big tech? Okay, yeah, we do want this already built up as well. I mean, it really is going to be the best. Okay, fiber optics. I think this one cannot jump in. We got to get B-52s. And I do want a lot of these because I do want my strategic reserve, essentially. This is the important thing for the B-52 is to act as my strategic reserve. So we're just going to start mass producing a ton of them. That's 30. Let's start with 30 and then we'll move from there. So we're getting those, and I want some bullpups as well. In fact, I probably should just do continuous, but we'll just start with 20. These are fairly weak missiles, but they're only size 2, so even our helicopters can fire them, and, you know, we can find a use for them, is what I'm trying to say. Alright, now what is it that we just unlocked? Steam catapult. I don't think this leads anywhere. The one we're waiting for is, well, superconductivity theories does lead to something, which we can't research. Other than that, wow, we're going to unlock pretty much the whole kit and caboodle. Every technology we want to research will be done by the time we get transistor-based computing, which is the gateway to everything. And from there, we will never, I don't think we'll ever have a problem researching a lot of tech. Like, from there on, we will always have stuff we can research, which will be really good. So, let's just verify that I don't think how many things did I get of this? Wow, we did get that many. Wow. And these are also quite good. They're 25. I thought they were faster than that. And they are reaction time low. But that's, oh wow, these are actually reaction time medium, which is even better. I mean, these are really solid pieces of artillery. I might even just get 10 more of these. They move quickly. Really good. They can keep up with our tanks. Basically, they're our self-propelled artillery that goes with your tanks. I mean, anybody who's ever made their own division in Hearts of Iron 3 or Hearts of Iron 4 or whatever, you know, self-propelled guns, that's a good thing. So we'll take it. And that means that we can actually go to our strategic... We can call this episode something other than researching. We can do our strategic reserve in this episode, which that's exciting. And what's more, we don't have to worry about missing any technology in the meantime, because frankly, there's no technology to miss. Is our rubber going up before? Yeah, it's going up in a big way. Oh, big way. And we're okay here. So look at this actual usage. We're actually going to completely deplete our stockpile. Oh boy. Okay, the AGM. That is the nuclear or non-nuclear missile. Yeah, it's the nuclear. Okay, these are the rest of our arty. Very good. Labor shortage is still 2.6. I don't know why it's taking so long to come up. And we're continuing to support Pakistan. Let's do one other thing. Let's basically raise taxes, but let's increase treasury. Which hopefully will give me more spending money. Just telling him to keep going at it. Superconductivity theory, so that should have triggered... What? I guess that's another one gated by transistor-based computing. Okay, fair enough. You're offering me 2.7. You're requesting 3.4. No. That's much better. That's like 3-to-2 ratio versus worse than 1-to-1. Yeah, good. Much better. So that's cool. We're just going to get a few technologies for free. We'll never use them, but we'll have them. I probably could have just considered getting the M75. It's really cheap. Has decent city fighting. It's fast. Not terribly fuel efficient. It's not a great motorized infantry unit, but it's really not a bad one. It's in middle of the road. And who knows? I mean, 27 days. Well, we might as well do it, right? We can always pause it if something else comes up. Let's just go ahead and have the availability to do the cutting edge. I don't think Recon has anything to offer us. We already are getting the best of the best tanks. We could get the T-92. It only takes 36 days. And the kind of night... Oh, wait. No, is it the Scorpion? Yeah, it's the Scorpion. This is a... We can drop this tank with our paratroopers. So that's pretty cool. The problem is it explodes instantly. But still, for something which is 36 days, maybe we don't care. We just get it, throw it into the back pocket. Yeah, why not? Let's get one of them, right? 2314. I don't like this. This is what this is a 53? Doesn't seem like it. Seems a little antiquated. And this is the funny thing about... If you're wondering why I'm not getting new technology for the artillery, it's because they have much higher soft attack. But everything is moving away from soft attack towards hard attack. So it's difficult to convince yourself that this 34-8 is better than the 21-17 that we have, which is over double the hard attack for slightly less than half. Is this it? Nope. Still. Okay, the patent take's done. So we were able to get that one out before the whatever theory came rolling around. And there's not a really good competitor for the Interceptor, the F-106A, especially because we're going to get the Phantom soon. I really racked my brain about everything. In fact, the one thing we could get, I guess we can, and we can pause it. Look at this! The U-2 Recon! It's actually super high altitude, as you'd expect. 100 ground defense, 80... I mean, these things were very, very, very hard for anything to take down. The Russians, of course, did... I mean, the Soviets, I should say, did end up taking a few of them down, but their distance, 76 kilometers, not that amazing. Some kind of incredible ratio of fuel. Now, somebody actually pointed out to me that fuel consumption-wise, the military just spends almost nothing. So it does look like this is the case. Petroleum right now, the civ demand is this many. If we just move any unit at all, let's move these guys over here, and let's go back over there just to see if we can notice a difference. Okay, the military, yeah, okay. So the civils, the civilian population demands something like 3 billion, and the military usage for that was not even but very little. Unfortunately, I mean it's fortunate, but somebody was commenting that essentially the civilian usage is going to just far outstrip your military usage. So don't worry about how much military vessels or airplanes or anything, any kind of force. Don't worry about fuel efficiency. That was really cool because I hadn't thought about that, and it appears to be true. Yes, we'll take that from Mexico. No, we won't take this from them. Why is everyone giving us petroleum? Is it, I mean, I guess it's just a buyer's market. Hey, we'll take it. In fact, I should probably start controlling petroleum or have a standing order to buy it because this is, like, great. I love it when petroleum's this cheap. What I really should do, knowing that petroleum prices won't stay this low forever, is I should just buy... Oh, and that reminds me, yeah, we should be shutting down coal factories to kind of save our labor, which is still at 2.6. I wonder what I did differently this time. The labor's just taking way too long to get caught up. Now that could be... okay, we'll take it from Saudi Arabia. Maybe we can improve relations. That could be the big one. It is, at last! Okay, fine. We made it. We finally got to the point where... Look at all these texts that are going to come in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we somehow have exactly enough room for all of them. That's amazing. Did I miss any? Nope. It's exactly how many spots we needed. And we'll finish up these other technologies pretty soon, so we can, if we want, just... I thought about queuing up the Sky Knight. 181. I mean, it's good. 2519, 55 million. Yeah, this is more expensive for less sight range, slower. Is that less range as well? No. Slightly, yeah, less range. It's just worse in every way. Okay, so E1B Tracer, you would definitely be secondary to the Sky Knight. But I think, yeah, we might as well just add it. It's good to have a carrier possibility, even though I don't think we'll use it. It's again one of those things. It's just, we have the luxury of being able to just research whatever we want right now, which is quite a luxury to have. I think it has to do with the fact that I built this many research facilities this early. I'm probably used to ramping up the research facilities as you go through time a little bit more slowly. And because I unlocked them all right from the get-go, probably hoping to, not be gated by technology as we were here, I got through a lot of the technology way too quickly. So if I were to go back and do it again, I would probably stop us at 12. So I would only have up to 11 research facilities. Yeah, again, you get one for free. Yeah, that's what I think I would do. Anyway, what do we need to do up here? Supply truck. Bring that over there. This is the good Artie, 2117, 2118. It's actually 2118. Didn't even realize that. Yeah, we'll put that with the supply truck. A whole bunch of Turkish forces here. I'm not used to seeing that. It's an anomaly in this game, actually. They usually don't have that. Oh, look at this. We have the Chinese. Alright, so as I sat there, as I jumped back over into the game, I was thinking, you know what? I might even be able to advance time off camera for this series. We might be able to take cuts when I'm just researching. I could put a cut between and then just come back and talk about a lot of different stuff at once, because I guess the advantage of me not cutting away is it does give me quite a lot of time to sit, even on the fastest speed, and think about and talk about a lot of the stuff we have going on for research. There's even this, I could even start moving some of my units around. We're not allied with India because of the sphere of influence system, but I think China is the one nation that I'm not supporting them. Quite the opposite. Okay, that's down 75, great. But if I can get on India's good side, it's possible, right? They are only leaning. They're not aligned. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's just promote goodwill between both India and Pakistan. Now, Pakistan is funny because we're actually supporting them right now and they still hate our guts. Now, somebody mentioned it's because the country is mostly Muslim and that's what's modeled into the civilian rating. Did this thing just... I'm going to go back and look on this camera. Did this dot just go down? I'm seeing things, but I swear this little orange thing dropped down a slight bit. I don't think it's possible for it to change while you're looking, but maybe it is. No, I think the other stuff updates. Why not that too? Like the rubber amount and all that updates. So I'm glad that we have a friend in Mexico, and I want to further establish that. Yeah, we are supporting their government. This is what the U.S. should do, right? This kind of like makes it feel very realistic that we're sitting here and, you know, ah, man, they just really don't like us. What did we do in this game that made everyone dislike us so much? I wonder if it was just the start. What was it? Yeah, still 2.6. What was the starting option we chose? The volatility. Medium volatility. I think a lot of the times I've been choosing low volatility just to keep the whole world from going to war. But now I'm not sure. Maybe I'm regretting that. Okay, so we finished our 4 Nautilus class. That's good. We do need more rubber. We're probably running out of it. Oh, yeah. Not really. 1 million of it still left over. But it's something we want to just continually be increasing. It's actually funny to me that we're able to get this much out of the UK. And I suppose we can, like with the extra money we have right now, we probably should try to make everyone else happy. Education's way up there. These are, I think, the highest that these ratings will go. Let's move this up to maybe 51 point something. That's too much. There. We just moderate, whoa. No. Just a moderate increase. I don't know what's going on here. We're just going to move on. Let's move on. Family subsidy. Yeah, it'll move slowly up to 102 or so. It does take time. Portugal and Australia, that's good to see. Oh, they counter-offered. Well, okay, they asked for an extra 3 million. That's fine. No, not going to do that. We're continuing to support India and Pakistan, and we finished the Scorpion. Okay. The interesting thing to see is when we finished the patent, was there an upgrade available? No, not this time. So, it doesn't work for that. Wait. Oh, wait a second. The M59, was this here before? Another thing I'm going to have to go back and check the previous video on. I mean, the previous part of this episode. 1715. Well, I don't even know if it's better, though. It looks worse. Yeah, so it must have already been here. We'll unpause. I'll check, sure, off camera anyway, but it looks worse than the M95. I don't remember what it was. Is that our B-52s? Yep, they're finishing. And I guess the other B-52 is finished, but I cleared that coincidentally in the exact moments they finished. So this is land designs, but let's instead look at... Oh, no, that's what I want. M75, 16, 16, 12, it is 50. I think it is technically an upgrade. Well, it can't be. 12, 15, 16, 16. It's just... 12, 15, 16, 16. I don't know. I guess I don't know if it is or not, but it could be. But it might as well not be because it's identical. All right. Argentina, no. Yes, Haiti. Wow, Haiti's good friends with us. It's funny, this game is I would say that this game has, even in something which feels like it should be more railroaded, like a, excuse me, like a Cold War game when you play with the sphere of influence on, you feel like it should be a little bit more railroaded. But no, Haiti absolutely hated me in my last game of this, and now they love me. And there's definitely things which are changing. Well, what doesn't change is this darn labor shortage. Alright, so let's go and just shut down some stuff like agriculture. We definitely don't want to scrap them, but I think we want to put some of these... Well, we don't need to put them offline because we're below. Rubber, wow, that's really expensive. Timber, we're doing okay on. The one that we're doing okay on. We'll keep the oil production. Yeah, so we've automatically cycled off some coal. Actually, the one thing we should be doing, I might even pause to do this. We got 4 of those. Let's take a look at each category, see if there's anything we need to be building. Frankly, there's one here. No, we don't have it yet. The Iwo Jima class I want to get as soon as possible. Yeah, we don't really need more Iowas. We don't need more escort ships. The 22 Ashlands are probably going to serve us well for maybe even the remainder of the game. I don't think I've ever used the Aldebaran. It's only 2,000, 29. Yeah, 4,529. I think I'm just going to scrap the Aldebaran. We'll do that while the game's unpaused. Yeah, I just can't see a justification. We have plenty of these Ashland class. We don't really need these other ones. Are these them? That one and this one, I think. Alright, well, thank you for sticking around, but in the end, we didn't need you. Now we have another one. These are slower. 2,500. Yeah, we're just going to get rid of these as well. Why keep them around? Hooray! Just in time for, a real research breakthrough. Medical ultrasonography. And you know what? That's one thing we should be doing as well, is actually checking out all the different stuff. Like medical ultrasonography. Most likely in medical. So this doesn't lead to anything, but the health care rating goes up by 2%. Now, if you're asking yourself, what the heck effect does that have? Well, the good news is, it does have some effect. The domestic for us right now, immigration, 800,000, immigration, 60,000. So we're plus about 700,000 on that. Our births are 6 million and our deaths are 2 million. So we're gaining about 4.5 million people per year right now, which is fantastic. And this is where health comes in. I have a lot of more people being born than dying, which is also family subsidy. And people want to immigrate to a place with high, healthcare. So for all these reasons, we're actually doing okay. I wonder why we're like perfectly green with Mexico. It's a little surprising to me that they won't even consider criminal extradition. Like, yeah, they just really won't consider anything. Oh, wait, we got something. We got movement on the front. Oh my gosh. That's all I needed to do was just offer them everything? Well, absolutely. Okay, we got to start offering everyone everything. Super carriers now. We'll go look at this real fast as well. I missed that one, though. I shouldn't have taken my eyes off the prize. Super carriers. There they are. Not tradable, and this leads to nuclear super carriers, which we're now researching, and it gives us the Kitty Hawk. Okay, good to remember. And this one doesn't lead anywhere, but it'll give us the Enterprise. Unfortunately, the Enterprise, despite its what we would interpret, or at least what I was imagining would be an amazing carrier class, it's really not that great because, as I've already mentioned, it's highly restricted on only having 4 squadrons it can take with it. Alright, so that all worked. Oh, so that means that we have to go over to all the places where they wouldn't do business with us, like Pakistan, and stop only doing criminal extradition. I don't know which one of these is the one that does it, but we'll just keep doing everything, and... Now, the real funny thing here is I don't want mutual defense. Oh, oh well. Okay, wait. Ah, darn it. So mutual defense. This is no. That wasn't the one that did it. Was it? It was. Okay, shoot. I have to think about this. This puts us in a good position, but I kind of want wiggle room to go to war. Oh, these guys have just become Warsaw Pact aligned. Well, that's going to make this effort a little more futile. Okay, well, we're just going to stop doing with this, and yeah, we are Pakistan. You're back on the A list or whatever. I don't want to do this because okay, yeah, they won't do it. So formal alliance is not a possibility. So we go back and do the other ones. Okay, good. So we just need to throw money at the problem, which is something the United States is very good at doing. And hey, we'll give them a 55 million bonus for giving us all the things we want. Now, this is eventually could lead to. I mean, India and Pakistan historically will go to war, and in this game, they will also follow that same line. So eventually, we'll be at war with India, but it'll be a long ways off. I wanted an in for going to war with China, though. That was the real trick. So if you know what, if I can actually get India up into a place where they will accept a mutual defense pact, I'm gonna try to do it. Still going to try to do it so that we can basically preserve. Oh, you know who I should have done is preserve Chinese Tibet, which actually that doesn't make sense because we can't deal with them directly. We can only negotiate with the colony owners. Rubber, petroleum. Yeah, Haiti really likes me, which, you know what? Really ought to take advantage of that. It doesn't cost us anything to make these little packs. Look at that. I don't want mutual defense though. Well, yeah, whatever. Let's just do it. Who cares? And maybe that's another thing I'll do is off camera I'll go around and try to snag as many of these agreements as I can. So we're in good shape with them. How's Panama thinking of us? They're not super positive. You got two choices, everyone. You can either get on our good side or you can be prepared to be conquered. Are the words I wouldn't actually say out loud, but you know, I'm certainly thinking them. Nicaragua, dictator, and El Salvador. They're both just leaning that way. It's funny because it looks like the same. It looks like two different colors. Anyway, what's this? Ah, the Sky Knight. Okay, wow. It's kind of cool that we're getting all this stuff. I'll just accept that. 10 out of 13. Oh, 9 out of 13. Naval detection improvements. This didn't lead to anything? Naval detection improvements. See, this does lead to something that we can't get to for a very long time. 1970. We'll go ahead and get that, and hey, we'll... Wow, I mean, this is kind of too far in the future. We don't need 1979 production yet. It's a little bit too far ahead. But let's start looking at these as they're going to be finished, and this one will be finished very soon. Thermo-electrochemical converters. Oh, that sounds... Oh, we're limited probably by the computer technology still. Commercial nuclear power, okay, also doesn't allow us to do anything. Manufacturing improvements, huge. Output of industrial goods and consumer goods plus 20% is huge. However, again, we actually can do something from this one. And in fact, the weapons industry advances gives us green berets, and green berets are amazing. They're the best ground units we're going to have for 20 years. So we'll probably mass produce those. Wholesale production of Green Beret equipment and training of our troops to be Green Berets. And maybe it's time to start reevaluating how our army's doing. like the Marines. I think we should be selling off a lot of the Marines. The only Marines that we may want are the ones that we don't like, because honestly, bridging equipment is much. So look, the border with China is going to fill in. The rivers are the only place you really could use Marines for. The amphibious crossing thing has no bearing on actual amphibious assaults, which is a little bit weird. Basically, this only allows them to cross rivers, wide rivers or narrow rivers, but it doesn't allow them to. It doesn't give them any bonus when they're hitting the beaches, at least as far as I've been told. So when you have a landing, I wanted to say LSD, that actually is what it is, right? What did we get here? Okay, that one doesn't lead anywhere. Labor shortage, timber, 32.7, negative. This, how's rubber? Good, really good. Yeah, so let's look at this unit. Yeah, the LSD. Okay, good. These, when they have this, not what I wanted. When they have this icon here, can unload away from dock. Any unit can unload from dock. As far as I know, maybe it counts as an amphibious landing if you try to attack people in the hex you're landing on. That would make sense. So then the Marines would be good. That must be the way it's done. However, if it's, until that, what? Strange, we just saw a lot of activity all at once from the Russians. But as soon as you land anywhere else, let's say that you land, they have guys here, here, and here, and you just land here. Well, that's a bad example because that's a port. But let's say they have guys here, here, and here, you just land here. You don't have any penalties. So you can land armor. It doesn't matter. You can land whatever you want using those landing craft. Now, if the landing craft doesn't allow you to unload anywhere, you have to attack a port. And then again, I think maybe Marines or anything else which is amphibious might be helpful. But not, I don't know. Do we want to keep Marines around? Well, let me answer the question this way. Do these manufacturing, that's a dead end, commercial nuclear power, it's done after that. Does it lead to better Marines? I mean, yeah, and the answer is actually just plain and simple yes. Their reaction time is low? Ugh. Airborne's reaction time is medium? Gross. That's really bad. I mean, that's like almost not worth ever getting them. Even if you don't have alternatives. Let's take a look at what I currently have. I'm a little worried now. Are my current Marines that way? They can't be. They're medium. Huh. So the Rangers just far and away outclass them in terms of, yeah, high reaction time. In front of damage too. 12, 12, 18, 16. Let's look at the paratroopers. Medium. Huh. Alright, we're scrapping everyone. Goodbye. I guess we don't need to scrap. I want to scrap ones that are going to give me a lot of military goods back. But the paratroopers and Marines are not going to give me a lot of troops back. I mean, they're not going to give me a lot of anything. So we actually do want to sell these to people. And the people I think we want to sell them to first are the Japanese, who don't start with much land capacity, as in the ability to build many units. Funny thing about how they lost the war to the US, and the US didn't want them suddenly to start building a huge army. That's what happened. So, not too surprising. Manufacturing improvements. Okay, so we do want to make sure that all our texts are queued up for that, and I guess that's the only one. Yeah, so that's it. That's all we can do from it. Gonna queue up the Green Berets, and I don't even know if we need to queue up the Rangers. Where'd you go, Green Berets? There they are. Alright, so Green Berets are 22, 18, 33, and 24. I think actually Rangers are slightly better. Yeah, 24 and 12. So better soft attack, but worse, much worse hard attack. Then 23, 20 versus, it's 23, 20. So 33, 24, way better. 25, 18, 24, 20. So they're better against air attacks. 23.4. they're cheaper. I don't understand why that would be. 140, I don't think the Rangers are that stealthy. Oh, they are. They're exactly that stealthy. Well, they look like they're wearing nice camouflage, nighttime camouflage gear. 29 and an 8, that's probably identical. 29 and 8. Yeah, so basically, because the city fighting is so much better, and because even though this is 2 points lower or whatever it was, this is way higher. And again, we're going to be mostly fighting hard targets. So the Green Berets get it, hands down. And we're going to use the Green Berets also for our paratroopers. And hey, you know what? They're amphibious. Yeah, sell everybody. The Green Beret is going to be the unit of choice for everything that involves non-motorized infantry from now until the end of time for the U.S. Army. But most of the things we're going to be doing are going to move towards motorized, mechanized stuff. So we'll get the Bradleys when those come online. Start working our way through that. And that's another one which has this Rangers have, yeah, high reaction time. The Bradleys also have high reaction time. So in the meantime, we probably should just be shutting these things down. Like, what else could we build? I don't think there's anything we need. You know what? I'll probably start looking at these off camera. I'll see if there's anything else we need. Like, I think the M8 is not as good as the M38. 90, 29, 30. It's definitely not as good stat-wise. 44 versus 43. Yeah, okay. That explains it. But not that we're going to get either of those. We probably could put... I mean, how did Pershing's 18... This 26 here is... It's just keeps catching my eye. You can see the maintenance cost is going up. That's just because that does adjust for your inflation. This game models a lot of really cool stuff. Okay, we got 2 technologies now. Integrated circuits. Oh god, so that's really going to open up a lot of stuff. What's the other one? Radar absorbent materials. Okay, my goodness. This is a big moment. So stealth construction is a go. Good. Stealth aircraft designs is 1980. Whatever, we'll just queue it up anyways. We don't want to miss anything. Queue it all up. So we have 5 things we're being researched. We have 2 we're asking for. And earlier conventional computers. Looks like this is going to lead to a lot of stuff, but by itself does not... I mean, the previous text, so integrated circuits, didn't open up a lot of stuff as I was hoping. And we're just going to queue everything here up. The good news is, with this many research facilities and having done this many things already, as soon as this thing opens up, we will actually be able to accommodate almost every single technology in this list. Maybe even every single technology in that list. Who knows? Alright, laser systems. Here we go. We're going to start getting more stuff to research. Nope, not that one, but... Nope, not that one. Okay, fine. Didn't work out the way I planned, but basic holography, yes. This one is a good... Wait, no. Darn it. We need microscopy advances first. Okay, so I don't think any of the ones from laser systems will be able to be researched. Still 2.6. I've never seen 2.6 last this long. I feel like we actually need to start combating it, too. Like, what measures do we want to take? We could start shutting down some of this. Shut down, like, 11 of them, because it's not producing well. I know that rubber is really expensive, and... Okay, let's just do our due diligence. I do need to go around the world. Wow, actually, we've kind of sucked the UK dry of rubber. But yet they'll still give us more. Okay, we'll take it. And uranium. How are we doing on uranium? I guess that we're done building... Oh, these take 60 days each. Oh my god. Did not realize that they take that long to build. Well, come on. It's just a 10 kiloton nuclear bomb. It's not rocket science. Or is it? And probably a time to call this video to a close as well. Since I broke up the recording, I actually forgot what the first segment was. Laser systems. We were starting to look at this. Does it... unlock anything? Yes, it does. And we'll take it. We'll take the next thing too. We'll take everything. The whole kit and caboodle. Yeah, so I'm actually... Oh, yeah, what we're going to do is start selling off our Marines and our paratroopers. Let's sell off some of these to Japan. I feel like that they're worthy. They deserve some of these things. Not the Rangers, no. You may be worthy of great things, but not the Rangers. In fact, I can't even find... It's so cheap. Something they just produced an artillery. Yeah, 2116, that's really good. I mean, it's not as good as ours, I think, but what do you want to pay for them? 6, fine. We'll take it. Oh my gosh, whatever happened, we absolutely support this. Government upheaval, support again. Double support. Agriculture, yeah, it's a good deal. And yes. And we're not going to make any dent on India, so I'm just going to give up that chase. We'll have to find a different way to... I mean, basically, I think we're already doing what we need to do to have justification to declare war. What is our current casus belli? Yeah, usually it levels around 70, but if China does anything in the near future... If there's any kind of disturbance, we will jump on the opportunity if our casus belli goes high enough. Now remember, with the sphere of influence thing, we don't want to push too many people. Like, look at all these people swinging more and more negative. I don't know why that is. I think it might have to do something with approval ratings. So 32.4 versus 32.6. Well, that kind of is in my favor right now. I'm going to go ahead over here and maybe increase this to 41. I did increase the other stuff too, so we're pretty much... Yeah, we're doing great on all these things. We'll go up to 46 here. Yeah. Just spend a little bit more money, make people happy. Just in case that does have any kind of effect. Military goods at some kind of horrible rating. What do you know? It's always military goods at some kind of horrible rating. And we're up to 14 billion. My goodness. This is what I asked him to do, was increase my treasury, but I don't know. I might be regretting it. You can also think about lowering tax rates. Like maybe that's the better thing to do here. And what do we have? Egypt. Okay, well, we talked about this. I think it's about to happen. I may have misspoken a little bit. It wasn't... England was just very concerned about the Suez Canal remaining open. So it was the instability, I think, which forced their hand. Just gonna let that all ride, but I suspect that there will be some fallout of that pretty soon. And who do we have in the position? I thought we had... Yeah. Some people vacationing in the Mediterranean, basically, but also very nearby. Not that we really need to help. I'm pretty sure that Israel can win on their own. So we sold Japan. Sell them like 2 Marines. I still want to sell them some Marines. Because of the irony of having them buy the unit, which was almost, well, definitely one of the quintessential units that defeated the Japanese in World War II. So we'll give them 3 for free. Because it only costs 3 billion anyways. Or 3 million. Alright, really, man, 2.6%. I don't understand what's going on with this system. Don't care about this, and 2.5. Huh. Okay, well, technically I don't really care about my relationship with Pakistan anymore because, hey, we're already friends. But I am going to call this video to a close here because one thing I need to do is go around the world and try to see if there's any other places that, like Pakistan, like Mexico, that I didn't know about that I can get to a positive relationship with. I think that the more positive relationships you have, the less this red thing we're going to see. Well, I really don't know. I've never had this. I've only played a few games of Cold War with the severe influence, but I've never had this overwhelming support for the Warsaw Pact. Might make for a very fun game, but it's just something I'm not used to. So, anyways, until the next episode, thanks for watching and take care.